What is this divine harmony? It is a state of being in which we align ourselves with the source of all creation, with the infinite intelligence that permeates the universe. It's a state of fluidity, ease, and synchronicity, where struggle and resistance dissolve, and life unfolds with astonishing perfection. As the mystic and spiritual teacher Sri Ramana Maharshi said, divine harmony is being. There is nothing else to do but be aware of it. This celestial alignment is not something we must earn or deserve, but rather our very essence, our true identity. Imagine for a moment a tranquil lake. The water's surface is like a perfect mirror, reflecting the sky and clouds without distortion. This calm lake is a metaphor for our natural state of divine harmony. When we allow the waters of our mind to settle, when we release the thoughts and worries that create ripples on the surface, we reveal the immensity and beauty of our being. One of the key aspects of living in a state of divine harmony is the practice of surrender. Surrender doesn't mean passivity or weakness, but a deep recognition that there is a greater intelligence than ourselves guiding the flow of our life. The great Sufi poet Rumi wrote, "Surrender is the entire religion." Only in complete surrender can the miraculous happen. When we surrender, when we let go of control and the need to direct every aspect of our life, we open ourselves to the guidance and wisdom of the universe. Allow me to share a personal experience. There was a time in my life when I constantly struggled, trying to force things to happen according to my plans and expectations. I was exhausted, stressed, and deeply unhappy. It was then that I encountered teachings about surrender and divine harmony. I began to practice surrender daily, handing over my worries and desires to a higher intelligence. Instead of trying to control every outcome, I learned to trust in the flow of life. Gradually, I began to experience a sense of lightness and ease. Synchronicities and opportunities began to present themselves in amazing ways, and my life filled with deep joy and peace. Another fundamental aspect of living in a state of divine harmony is the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is the key that opens the doors of abundance and blessing in our life. When we cultivate a grateful heart, we begin to see the perfection and beauty in everything around us. As renowned author and speaker Eckhart Tolle said, "Gratitude for the present moment and the fullness of life now is true prosperity." When we are grateful, we align ourselves with the frequency of divine harmony, attracting more things to be grateful for. A powerful practice is to keep a gratitude journal, where each day we write down at least 5 things we are grateful for. They can be big or small things, from the air we breathe to a kind gesture from a loved one. As we focus our attention on gratitude, we begin to see life through the eyes of divine harmony. Let me share the story of Alice Hirsch Sommer, a pianist and Holocaust survivor. Despite having experienced unimaginable horrors in their Scienstadt concentration camp, Alice chose to live with gratitude and hope. She said, "I have so much gratitude for everything. For life, because it has given me so much. It has given me music, it has given me love, it has given me nature." Alice lived to be 110 years old, and until her last breath, she radiated a joy and grace that inspired everyone around her. Her example shows us that, regardless of external circumstances, we can always choose to live with a grateful heart and in alignment with divine harmony. To live in a state of divine harmony, it is essential to cultivate inner silence through the practice of meditation. In silence, we connect with the source of our being, with the infinite intelligence that permeates all creation. The great spiritual master Paramahansa Yogananda said, "Meditation is the most direct path to the divine." When we meditate, we quiet the fluctuations of our mind and immerse ourselves in the ocean of pure consciousness. In that state of stillness, we experience divine harmony as our true nature. Meditation doesn't have to be complicated or difficult. It can be as simple as sitting in silence for a few minutes each day, observing the breath and allowing thoughts to come and go without attaching to them. With regular practice, we begin to experience a sense of peace and clarity that extends to all aspects of our life. Let me share my own experience with meditation. When I first started meditating, I found it difficult to quiet my mind. Thoughts seemed to arise incessantly, and I felt frustrated and discouraged. However, with consistent practice and patience, I gradually began to experience glimpses of inner silence. In those moments of stillness, I felt a deep connection to something greater than myself. I felt I was being held and guided by a loving and wise force. As I continued my meditation practice, those glimpses of divine harmony became more frequent and lasting, transforming my life from the inside out. Living in a state of divine harmony doesn't mean that life is free from challenges or difficulties. However, it means that we approach those challenges with a different perspective, with the confidence that everything is unfolding for our highest good. When we live in alignment with divine harmony, we become instruments of divine intelligence. We become more receptive to intuitive guidance and synchronicities that show us the way. We begin to see perfection in all circumstances, knowing that each experience is an opportunity to grow and expand. As philosopher Pierre Teilhard de Chardin said, "We are co-creators with the divine." We can put our chisel anywhere in the good work. When we align with divine harmony, we become conscious co-creators, shaping our reality from a place of love and wisdom. Living in a state of divine harmony also involves extending that harmony to others. It means seeing the divinity in every human being, regardless of their actions or circumstances. It means responding with compassion and understanding, knowing that we are all on this journey together, learning and growing at our own pace. Mother Teresa, a luminous example of divine harmony in action, said, "Not all of us can do great things. But we can do small things with great love." When we live from divine harmony, every interaction becomes an opportunity to radiate love and light to the world. Dear seekers of truth, living in a permanent state of divine harmony is not a distant destination, but a possibility that is available to all of us at this very moment. It is our birthright, our true nature. By practicing surrender, gratitude, meditation, and aligning ourselves with divine intelligence, we begin to experience divine harmony as a constant presence in our lives. We become beacons of light, guiding others towards their own realization of divine harmony. Divine harmony is not something we must strive to achieve, but something we must allow ourselves to receive. It is always present, waiting for us to open our hearts and surrender to its loving embrace. May each of you awaken to the divine harmony that already resides within you. May your lives be a testimony to the beauty, wisdom, and infinite love that is your true essence. And may we, together, co-create a world that is a reflection of divine harmony in action. One crucial aspect of living in divine harmony that deserves further exploration is the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present in the moment, aware of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. It's a powerful tool that can help us align with the flow of divine harmony in our daily lives. Jon Kabat-Zinn, the founder of mindfulness-based stress reduction, defines mindfulness as paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. This simple yet profound practice can transform our experience of life, allowing us to tap into the wellspring of divine harmony that exists within us. When we practice mindfulness, we cultivate a deep awareness of the present moment. We learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them, creating a space of clarity and peace within ourselves. This space allows us to respond to life's challenges with grace and wisdom, rather than reacting automatically based on conditioned patterns. Mindfulness also helps us to recognize the interconnectedness of all things. As we become more aware of our inner world, we also become more attuned to the world around us. We begin to see the intricate web of relationships that connects us to all of life, fostering a sense of unity and harmony with the universe. Practicing mindfulness doesn't require hours of meditation or retreat from the world. It can be integrated into our daily activities, transforming even the most mundane tasks into opportunities for presence and awareness. Whether we're eating, walking, working, or interacting with others, we can bring a quality of mindful attention to our experience. For example, when eating, we can practice mindful eating by paying full attention to the colors, textures, and flavors of our food. When walking, we can practice mindful walking by feeling the sensation of our feet touching the ground and the movement of our body through space. When interacting with others, we can practice mindful listening by giving our full attention to the person speaking, without planning our response or getting lost in our own thoughts. As we cultivate mindfulness in our daily lives, we begin to experience a profound shift in our perception. We become more aware of the beauty and wonder that surrounds us, even in the midst of challenges. We develop a greater capacity for compassion, both for ourselves and others. And we align ourselves more fully with the flow of divine harmony that is always present. Thich Nhat Hanh, the renowned Zen master and peace activist, beautifully expresses the transformative power of mindfulness. The present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it. Through the practice of mindfulness, we open ourselves to the joy and harmony that is our true nature, allowing it to flow through us and touch every aspect of our lives. Another crucial aspect of living in divine harmony is the practice of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a powerful act that liberates us from the burden of resentment and aligns us with the flow of divine love and compassion. It's a key that unlocks the door to inner peace and harmony, not only with ourselves but with the world around us. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful actions or forgetting what has happened. Rather, it's a conscious decision to release the negative emotions associated with past hurts and to choose love and compassion instead. As Desmond Tutu, the South African Anglican cleric and human rights activist, said, "Forgiveness says you are given another chance to make a new beginning." When we hold on to anger, resentment, or grudges, we create a barrier that blocks the flow of divine harmony in our lives. These negative emotions act like a poison, affecting our mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. They keep us stuck in the past, preventing us from fully experiencing the joy and peace of the present moment. Forgiveness, on the other hand, is a healing balm that soothes our wounded hearts and restores us to a state of inner harmony. It's an act of self-love as much as it is an act of love towards others. When we forgive, we free ourselves from the chains of the past and open ourselves to new possibilities. The process of forgiveness often begins with self-forgiveness. Many of us carry deep-seated guilt or shame for past actions or perceived failures. Learning to forgive ourselves is a crucial step in aligning with divine harmony. It involves acknowledging our mistakes, learning from them, and then releasing the negative emotions associated with them. As we practice self-forgiveness, we develop greater compassion for ourselves and others. We recognize that everyone is on their own journey of growth and learning, and that mistakes are an inevitable part of the human experience. This understanding allows us to extend forgiveness more easily to others, even in situations where we've been deeply hurt. Forgiveness doesn't always come easily, especially in cases of severe hurt or trauma. It's a process that often requires time, patience, and sometimes professional support. However, the benefits of forgiveness are profound and far-reaching. Studies have shown that forgiveness can lead to reduced stress, improved mental health, better relationships, and even improved physical health. One powerful practice for cultivating forgiveness is the Hawaiian Ho'oponopono technique. This ancient practice involves repeating 4 simple phrases: "I'm sorry," "Please forgive me," "Thank you," "I love you." These phrases can be directed towards ourselves, others, or even situations that we find challenging. The repetition of these words helps to clear negative energy and restore a state of harmony and balance. As we embrace forgiveness as a way of life, we align ourselves more fully with the flow of divine harmony. We become channels for love and compassion, not only in our personal relationships but in the wider world. Our acts of forgiveness ripple out, touching the lives of others and contributing to a more harmonious and peaceful world. The practices of mindfulness and forgiveness are powerful tools for living in divine harmony. They help us to stay present, release the burdens of the past, and open our hearts to the love and wisdom that is always available to us. As we integrate these practices into our daily lives, we become living embodiments of divine harmony, radiating peace, love, and joy to all we encounter.